So take me away.
Hey, it's Brad Ross from It Factor Live, and welcome to this preview video of the It Factor Live 2013 DVD Home Study System. In this video preview, you'll see just a small sample of what our attendees learned during our incredible 2013 Marketer of the Year competition, featuring 6 stellar attendees all sharing 15 minutes worth of their best secrets and strategies that they use in their actual businesses, day in and day out. Be sure to stay tuned after the video preview for an extra special offer.
Alrighty, guys, let's quiet down. We're going to get ready to welcome our next presenter, our fourth presenter here, all the way, again, actually a second-year IFL attendee.
Yes.
Big hand for him, Mike. Second-year IFL attendee.
Thank you.
Also, this is I think the coolest part. He was a hot seat attendee last year,
Yep.
starting out his business totally fresh, and or not fresh, but just totally reinventing what he had been doing. And this year he's competing for Marketer of the Year. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Seattle area, Washington, Mike Tobias.
Thank you. So as Brett said, I go by Zachary the Magician. I'm Zachary with an X. That's how I lead in with kids. I'll say I have a roller shade banner that has a cartoon picture of me with Zachary on it. The kids will all be talking ahead of time, how do you say your name? Is it Zachary? And I'll say, well, I don't know. We'll talk about it during the show. And so I let them guess and stuff. And so when I introduce myself, I say I'm Zachary with an X on the front of my name. It's pronounced Zachary. Can you all make the X? Come on, you guys can make the X too. Thank you very much. Good. And if you forget my name and I point over here, there's the X in Zachary. And so it's just part of the name reinforcement. It's like I hate it when, well, I don't hate it. I actually love it when magicians don't have their name somewhere on their set, because it's like, who was that guy anyway? I don't know. He was good, but I don't know who it was. So I go by Zachary the Magician. There was a Magic Mike in the area when I started performing more full-time about 7 years ago, and he was not a magic... What are you tittering about there? This is before the movie. All right, so this was my foundation building year. So this is more of a nuts and bolts presentation. Hopefully there's a lot of ideas you can use in your businesses. This is not as entertaining. Sorry, I'm not making balloons. I'm not going to be as flashy as some of it, but I think hopefully there's a lot in there. We'll get a copy of the deck afterwards, and I've got some additional links and resources for you as part of it that hopefully you'll use. So as I said, this was my foundation building year. For those who don't know me and hadn't read the bio real quick, I was at Microsoft twice for 2 different stints over a total of 17 years. In between there, I had my own business, a family entertainment center themed on magic. Did not go well. And so I went back to Microsoft, decided corporate world wasn't for me anymore, didn't like doing that, so I went full-time in magic a year ago. So this really was my foundation building year. So the major building blocks. First was shows. I focused a lot over this last year on more show development. And we'll get into more details on this. A lot of online stuff, and we'll get into some more details on this. I'm going to kind of just go through this. These are just talk points. Mailings and some phone calls, and again, more detail on that. And then name recognition and the it factor. I'll tell you what I did on that over the last year from what I learned last year. So the shows. Before, I was doing kind of magic as what I call my part-time hobby job. In between closing my business and going back to Microsoft, I was doing birthday parties on the weekends. Not really anything other than having a website out. Wasn't doing any advertising other than just the web out. So I do a couple birthday parties a month. And I had a scout show that I developed. Had a magic workshop that I never sold but had it, and kind of a family fun show, which was really just my birthday party show with a couple bigger things thrown in. This last year, I've done kind of additional birthday party show development because I'm starting to get more repeat shows where it's either the same kids or the same kid, the birthday kid. They hired me the next year or the year after. Have to have fresh material, so I've done a lot more of that. Same thing with the family fun shows, a lot more routines that I can mix and match, and I'm just starting to use Magic Base and keeping track of what I perform for a particular audience so I know if I come again, what I've done and what I haven't done. Now again, some things I always do. There's a couple of routines I always do in my shows. Kids like repetition, that's fine, but I want to make sure there's enough that they're going, oh, I've seen this, I've seen this, and I've seen this. New daycare shows. I developed a Christmas show, a Halloween show, an Easter show, and a Frosty show last year. Some of them I've sold quite a bit. Some of them I haven't sold much, but it's, again, getting into those markets, kind of those building blocks. You've probably already heard, I've kind of Joe's first licensee of Joe Romano's Books the Magic is Real school show. Thank you. Did the first show on September 26th. Haven't done a lot of marketing for this. Again, it's the building block because I needed to get materials. I had no, it's tough to sell a show when you don't have any photos or video and that, and I can't just, hi, this is me in my office doing the tricks. It doesn't work. So I hired a professional photographer, got a couple hundred, I think 200 shots from the show, really good. She was great. We got great kid reactions. We got great shots of the show. Had a video done too. We're still working on the video. I'm going to have to do another video at some point, but we got at least some video we can show. Went over really well. Joe has some great stuff. I think I have 26 music cues in my show. I've never used music before, so that was entertaining by itself as I'm going like this on my belt because I couldn't get the ankle switch to work during the show, etc. So anyway, I want to get through this stuff. Stranger Danger show license coming soon, tomorrow morning for me. Lots of other sites. I'll do periodic searches, kind of my last point. Do a Google search on your competition's name and see what sites they come up on. Make sure you're on there too. It just gives you an idea for some other thing. I mean, just don't look up, Seattle Magician or whatever. Look up their name and Magic or whatever. Look at their name and see what they come up on. And I used a lot of those to get on some of these to get those, as Lewis was talking about earlier, get those backlinks. So there's a whole bunch that are on there. So periodically do that. So lots of things there. This is my next thing, building blocks, kind of things learning last year. I have a whole, right now, up to this point, I've pretty much used my central website, Zachary.com, as kind of my catch-all place. But now that I'm starting to get into the different markets more heavily with daycare, schools, scout shows, I've taken down a bunch of websites that will be coming live in the next couple of months. I've got magicalassemblies.com, magical daycare shows, magical scout shows, magical library shows, and magical birthday shows. And my license plate on my car says magical. So I'm kind of linking all those with the magical word. I was amazed that some of these were even available, but they were. So taking those down. Then John helped me last year get Seattle Birthday Party Magician. I got Magician Seattle Magician, Washington Magician. I've got some .net ones too that my competition has as the .com. I took down the .net so I can kind of go play around with them. So this is, again, building blocks. So, I'm trying to take a lot of little things, be in a lot of, spread it out, and you get business from all over.
Michelle is a third-year IFL attendee. Also, Michelle was a hot seat volunteer attendee last year, and as a result of what she learned on the hot seat, much like Mike Dubai, the hot seat's valuable. So the Dahlholz, man, you guys are coming back next year, standing here on this night. Yeah, give him a hand on that. Absolutely. So, as a result of what Michelle learned on there, her presentation is all about her business transformation this year. Ladies and gentlemen, hands together for Michelle LaFontaine.
Thank you. I'm really honored to be here today. I want to take 1 minute to say thank you to all the attendees for 2012 and 2011 because I've been on everybody's website, take some idea, and I took the idea and I transformed it for myself, and that's right. And tonight, this is my gift to you. It's what I will do is everything you will receive from me, it's what we did this year. Nothing's from last year, the year before, it's all new stuff. And don't worry, all the slides that you will see, I will give you tips, but you will receive in color. That way, why I did in color is because I use color to make difference in my client's experience. Then I want to give you that you can refer later. Thank you. And we start is, what we did is we developed 4 goals to improve the customer experience with Clownatech branding. The first goal was better targeting. The second one was get giveaway for birthday parties. The third one was plan elaborate publicity campaign. And the fourth one was become recognizable. And how I did my presentation is I used my marketing material to give you some tips that you can apply in your business. Let's go to number 1. Better targeting. I used to have one website fits all. And this year what we did is we did niches website. And that's for us is really big because we have different website. And the first thing I want to talk about is the different name. Name is very, very important. How to choose your name. Clownatech, it's my business name. Why I go with a different name for my website, it's because people doesn't know how to spell it. If they don't know how to spell it, they won't find me. And what we did, remember when you choose your website domain, use a name, it's easy to spell and easy to remember. We choose My Magical School, My Magical Restaurant, My Magical Event. And why we use the My is we try to create in the mind of our customer is the apartments. That's what we did create.
So, are you ready to keep on learning from Mike Dubias, Michelle LaFontaine, and our other 4 2013 Marketer of the Year contestants? If you are, then make sure you grab the It Factor Live 2012 DVD Home Study System by visiting www.itfactorlive.com/DVD. In fact, I've packed so much content into this DVD system. I know you'll appreciate having all of the step-by-step plans, all of the speakers' presentations, all of the tools, templates, and ideas readily available in front of you so you can learn from the comfort of your own home or office. And just in case your brain goes on information overload, you'll have the DVDs to refer back to and watch as often as you like. Visit itfactorlive.com/DVD so you can begin your personal and professional transformation and revolution. I'm Brad Ross, saying do what you love and love what you do.
It's time for a change.